Well, seem to be getting later and later. That's all I know. The phone, that's twice having phone have been ringing. Next time I'll just ignore the phone. That's all I know. I hope everybody's all right. Day's Monday again. And I mean, we've had a lovely week, really nice and dry, but it's been cold. And they'll be careful this week because they say come Tuesday, Wednesday, it's going to be a bit sleety and snowy. So if you get a chance, stay in. Don't I shouldn't get too out there. Uh, you get slipping and sliding and all, and well, you be just be careful. That's all I can say. Just look after yourselves. Now, I got to say, Friday night we had a fantastic night. Halo Cornwall Society down in the day centre. Our next one is first Friday in February. Well, 2 weeks this Friday. It'll be February. And but we had Jill and Jonathan Ryan singing for us. Fantastic local people, lovely, lovely, fantastic. And we had a group called Stemp and Go from up Pernsablo. So they were great. Well, they were. Everybody was great. And everybody went home after plenty of food, eat and drink, and away they went. Now birthdays. A dear friend Trevor Rascola is his birthday today. He's my friend from over in America. You know often talk about Rick Rascola and the 9/11. This is his son Trevor. And when I went to America in October, and I don't really go past Camborne, but I ended up going to America and spent 4 days with Trevor and Kim and going all over all over where Rick went, where he worked, where he ate, and everything. Went into his home and all like that. So Trevor and Kim made us so very very welcome. So happy birthday to you today, Trevor. And another friend of mine is Chris George, a great friend of mine. Happy birthday to you today. Now, tomorrow is another dear friend of mine from up near Liverpool Way, Pat Rawsthorne. She used to live out St John Street. It's her birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday to you, Pat. And Jennifer Ullman, another local person, it's their birthday as well. Now, I'm going to do a Johnny Barber here today. This is called The Good Old Times. We often sigh for the good old times when observing the trend today, recalling the only things we loved that have changed or passed away. The good old times when the shops were filled with all you could wish to buy, and you noticed how cheaply the goods were priced as you passed with a longing eye. There was always the problems of ways and means and the struggle of make and mend, though a pound would go a long way then if you had but a pound to spend. And always we had to scheme and plan how best to make ends meet when there often seemed more backs than shirts and far less shoes than feet. And saffron was cheaper than baccy now, and baccy was cheap as chalk. You may, yet many could draw on an empty pipe because they couldn't afford to smoke. And yet we were thankful for mercy small, just a plain and fulsome feed, a coat to wear and a bed at night would suffice our humble need. Though their dinners were good, I must allow there was none of your dribs and drabs, but a bellyful of the sort of stuff that would help to support your ribs. A heaping pan of hot raw fry or a dish of steaming stew, and a good salt herring wasn't bad, along with a spud or two. But a pasty was always a favoured meal, what a sight for hungry eyes, for whatever was lacking in fat and lean was well made up in size. And happy times the woman had when they were out on a sharing night, with their mugs of tea and a dish of rich, hot heavy, touched up light. And then when things were passing fair, if you know like what I mean, they'd sport an extra may each and rise to a nog of cream. Aye, the good old times, but we had our laughs and managed to weather through, thankful alike for health and strength and a berth with a willing crew. We'd fish the seasons through the year for mackerel in the spring, and often in the summertime the cobbled streets would ring with cries of "Ever, ever!" and young and old would run to help about the pilchers, being holding by the ton, while some would set a distant course and yearly venture forth, equipped with herring nets and gear, to Ireland or the North. Then season up and summer spent, on Smeaton's pier we'd stand to welcome home the little ships as they returned to land. The boys would run to grab the bags as father stepped ashore with visions of a bust-up time on Scarborough Rock galore. While grandfather had a new clay pipe and half a yard of twist, it took a bit of thinking out that nobody was missed. When all the fleet were gathered home, 'twas just an artist's dream to view the luggers lying there and riding beam to beam, in waters quiet, clear and blue, beneath a sunny sky, to those whom warm influenced the sails were loosely spread to dry. We had no pictures houses then, and no electric light, no wireless sets to listen to when settled in at night. But then you never missed the things you never had nor seen, nor can we claim that life today is any more serene. That was the case in days gone by. Maybe we even find that much of what which we extol had cost our peace of mind. So when in terms of progress we refer to former days and deprecate the simple things and strange old fashioned ways, just think of value deep and true, and maybe after all we'll find in things that matters most, life hasn't changed at all. Take care.